Hi, you guys. Welcome back to OM Gina. So, I want to apologize for yesterday. I did not think that episode was going to run as long as it did. I didn't think it was going to be an hour, but it's like when we be talking, but I noticed a lot of y'all ain't check it out. I understand you see an hour and then you just thinking this gonna take a good little minute. But I'm telling you, it was a really good episode yesterday. Yeah, I know how I be going off topic. It's like we went everywhere, but in the end, it all came together. So if y'all do have the time, I would say check out yesterday's episode. But today, a little feedback on yesterday, I wanted to talk about you feeling wrong for putting you first. And this is like overall, you know what I'm saying? It's like in a relationship, even like friendships and everything, even, I'm not even going to say even, it's just overall. You have to make sure that you're well taken care of before you're able to take care of someone else or anyone else. If you're not put together because of the heart you have, you want to make sure everybody is okay. It don't work like that because you have to take time out for yourself. You have to look at the situation and say, hey, am I really in the predicament to be able to help someone else, talk to someone else? I'm not saying that, like you have to be perfect, because I'm not perfect. And I came out with this podcast. That's why I put myself in every episode. Just to let y'all know, I'm not one of them that just be talking just to talk. But I just put myself in everything because I know how it feels. I know how it feels to be really low and not knowing where to turn to next. And I know what it's like when you finally get what you want and you're just at this high. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to make sure you're okay. If you can literally sit here and say, hey, my mental's fine. Spiritually, I'm fine. Emotionally, I'm fine. So, my door is open. I'm willing to talk today because, I figured out everything else on my end. I'm here. But if you're still going through something, and I'm like a person that does this, I have like my struggles going on. But if I see my friends feeling some type of way, if my family feeling some type of way, I'll just put my stuff aside and I'm going to focus on you. Nah. That doesn't make you a bad friend. That doesn't make you a bad partner. That doesn't make you a bad person. But you have to take care of you before you can move on. Because in a sense, if someone is talking to you about something, you're going to put you in the mix of it. Well, if that was me, I would. But it's not you, though. They didn't call you about you. They called you to talk about them. So that's another thing. Like when someone is venting to you and everything, you got to know the person. Sometimes people just want to vent. They don't want to hear what you have to say. They just want to get it off their chest. Just listen. I am guilty of that as well. When people be telling me stuff and I be like, if that was me, I would have handled it but it's not you though. You have to know that person and see their heart and understand why they're going through these hardships right now. So, as usual, let's see. Let's go personal. So, a few of my friends be reaching out and everything, and they talk to me about relationship stuff. They talk to me about friendship stuff and everything. And then what I said not to do, I'd be like, well, if that was me, you need to just call it a day. Don't even trip on it no more, because if that's your friend, they wouldn't have did that to you. But it's not me. And I'm tired of all that history stuff. History don't mean nothing. It don't. If your actions are still the same, I could have known you for 30 plus years. If you still act the same way when I met you, knowing that we're literally 30 years old right now, that's crazy. You shouldn't have stayed the same from where we were years ago. You have to change like every year. You shouldn't be where you were last year. Even if it's like 1 centimeter, something about you changed for the better. Something about you changed. You got a better mindset. You started making a little bit more money. You know what I'm saying? You got a better car. You upgraded for your apartment or your house. Something has to change though. Or you just found you a little bit more. It doesn't all have to be materialistic. You could have changed with your mindset. You could have changed with you as a person. Like you're more confident this year around. Or now you just mean what you say. And that's another thing. Meaning what you say. You're going to lose a lot of people. You mean what you say. And you're not that same person that would just, okay, that's fine. You're right. You know what? I was wrong. You're right. Nah. You know right and wrong. If people can't take the truth or understand like what you're saying to them, you're not wrong. They just don't want to hear it. So, yeah, I just really wanted to talk about that because I feel like that's something that we don't speak about. It's just like, you got history. You know, do you really want to let that go? If it's bringing me negativity and not peace, yes, I will let it go. And after I let it go, I'll pray about it. That's it. So that's the gist of this episode. I just wanted you guys to know that always put yourself first. Like before you're trying to be there for somebody else, just make sure that you're okay. Because it doesn't make sense for you to open your life, open your heart, open your arms for someone. And what's the next step? If this other person needs help and you're not fully there right now, this is going to be a mess when you could have just stayed by yourself and got yourself a little higher to the point where you're like, okay, I'm good. Don't take on anything if you're still broken inside. It doesn't work like that because you can find something beautiful, like everything you prayed for, everything you longed for. But if you're still broken, it's not going to work out. How do you have your happiness mixed with still being a little broken on the inside? It's going to be crazy. And then when you take that on, you're going to have a totally different perspective about your current life because you weren't where you should have been. And now this is your life. I'm not saying it's not fixable. It is fixable. But personally, I feel like everything can be fixable with the right mindset. A lot of people are scared to be alone. Don't be scared. I used to be one of them. I'd be going, well, not now. I have someone. But before, I would go out by myself and just enjoy. I enjoy me. I do. And it's okay. You want to go to breakfast or something? You don't have nobody? It's okay. Girl, man, you better sit at that IHOP or whatever and eat your breakfast and enjoy spending time with you. It's okay. I promise. And then, because you know, when you by yourself, you think and a lot of different stuff come out. So that's what I'm saying. Like until you get where you need to be in life, be by yourself. You start seeing certain attributes that you have that is negative, and that's something that needs to change. That's why you got to take that time out. But as always, it was a pleasure speaking to you guys. I am tired of putting my Instagram up here. Y'all know my Instagram, OMGina_official. You can even leave me a voice message on here. You can send me a message. You can, You know what I'm saying? Just get in contact. If you have something to say, we can talk about it. But this was another episode of OM Gina. Alrighty, you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.